And it's live. There we go. Alright. Checking the mic. Checking the mic. Alright, there we go.
Hey, so we're doing this. Something. Hello? Oh.
See, new microphone. Hopefully it's picking up alright. I'm Patrick, and this is, of course, the Masked Cheese Bandit.
Master Cheese Bandit!
He's suffocating.
Yeah.
A little bit.
How you guys doing?
Anyways, we're here, and we have a couple things to talk about. Mainly talking energy, of course. First, as far as the schedule of the channel, it's, of course, spring, summer. We focus on energy. We got, Austin Hate Week kicking off tomorrow, which will be a bunch of memes. Damn, fuck Austin. Also, the video will probably be out Tuesday. I'd say about Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, it's pretty much done almost. Then, of course, U.S. Open Cup.
Hi, Autumn.
Hey, is there scissors in here?
Yes.
There are scissors. And hot sauce.
Yeah, ranch dressing packets and shit. I need a masked fucking cheesehead.
That's what we just said. He is. He's the Masked Cheesehead Bandit.
Oh.
What do you got scissors? Or, hang on. Move all this.
I swear to God, the dog just knocked on the door. Did you hear that?
That was with her tail, though. Crap. Sorry, dude.
Sorry, I didn't harm shit.
No, you're
Yeah.
cool. It's cool.
We must search for scissors. That sounds kind of cool.
What do you need scissors for?
To cut up some gauze.
Can I give you this knife?
No. It won't work.
I don't. I think there's some scissors in the downstairs kitchen, isn't there? In the silverware drawer.
I use them. Do you know scissors?
I don't see any.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
No.
Bottom drawer.
Bottom drawer. Bottom drawer for scissors. Those are colored pencils.
Colored pencils. We can use those later to design uniforms in stadiums. Everybody's just looking at my big cheese head.
As you look for a pair of scissors.
Well, this is what we do on Retro Sports. Fuck it. Do you see any scissors in here at all, sir?
No.
Damn it. Alright. Well, crapola. Okay, I'll just... Alright.
Pencils. Alright, there we go.
Those are the best colored pencil. Here, I'll just set these over here. Fuck it for now.
Alright, anyways. Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. You didn't see that.
Oh, no, it actually has good right there.
Good.
Okay, anyways. But yeah, it's probably 2 or 3 more hate weeks, a few more live streams about the energy. What else? U.S. Open Cup video. And then, of course, fall, winter will kick in, and then it's going to go back to, baseball, basketball, well, not baseball, hockey, football, things like that. So, but there's still like 6 or 7 videos for energy stuff until, spring and summer is over. Let's see right here. Let's start, I guess, right there. Dream big maps. You actually want to watch Bob Funk? You want to watch him?
Man, I feel like by giving my opinion on this, I'm going to let down a lot of fellow Greens that really want this stadium, but let's go to Bob Funk, okay? Let's go to Bob Funk. Let's see that.
Here Bob Funk says has to stay on the matter. Actually, I think YouTube's showing this live right now anyways. How they might...
Pool and east of the Foster
This
Center.
is the... No, you're on Channel
It's
20.
a popular gathering and event space.
Oh, there's
and
energy
was
fans
frequently
right there.
mentioned as
Shut up.
Or, no, that may be the... No, that may be the mental health. Yeah, that's the mental health crisis, because they also had green shirts.
Oh, did they? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, they got the colors right.
Well, You're gonna have to go down to the special maps 4 meetings. The one that was 2 weeks ago. Go up. Go up. Okay, right next to the thumbnail with the girl down 1. Yeah, there. That's it. All right, let's
Go ahead and pull this up.
We are lost.
There it
We
is.
didn't plan this shit out at all. All right,
Yeah, sure.
go to the stadium itself. Just try to find like the stadium on its own.
Oh yeah, we're gonna wait for it. We're gonna take a look at Mr. Bob Funk here. Actually, I think he was later on.
This is 3 of 4. Wait, this is the wrong one.
Which one do we need?
We need 4 of 4. I think that made that 1 week ago. 723 views right there. That's the one we're looking for.
Okay,
I
4-4.
Saw that. Yeah, the mental health. You're gonna have to go further. Yeah. And there's Bob Funk. But let's see where he outlines the stadium.
All right, this is item 3B on the agenda, a multi-purpose stadium. The presentation is going to be made by Bob Funk Jr. Just to preface it, I have asked him, there's been a lot of coverage of proposals along these lines that have been publicly distributed in the past. I did ask Bob to also present different options and an option at a lesser cost as well. So he's going to be presenting multiple options today.
You think Mayor Holt would be an awesome goalkeeper?
Soccer is followed and played
Nah.
by
How
people
tall is he?
in all 4 corners
Huh?
of the planet.
How tall is he?
He's about-
In the next
he's
25
I think
years,
he's our height.
Really?
Yeah, because remember when he was at the stadium? I didn't stand up next to him,
Yeah.
but I mean, it seemed like he was about our height. Well, wait, here, stop. Local sport, now play.
This is also multi-generational. OKC Energy fans skew younger and more heavily millennial than the city's population at large. And they are civically engaged, as I think you can see today.
We are civically engaged. We like
Soccer's
smoking
accessibility
parks and stuff like
And
that.
affordability allows families from all backgrounds
Urinating
and
in
incomes
alleyways.
to both watch and play the sport, which hugely contributes to its popularity. I'll give you an example. So, a family of 4 that comes to our games can spend $44 and have 2 hours worth of entertainment.
Oh, it's affordable.
That's less expensive than it is to go to the movie theater today.
That was like the Baron or the Blazers back in the day. It was cheaper to go to a Blazers game than dinner and a movie. You know, you went
Yeah.
to dinner and a hockey game because those tickets were $5, $7, $10.
Nice.
Barons game went up to 20.
But that would be one of the big drag downs of being an MLS team, so to speak.
Well, I think being MLS would give them enough buzz, and that would draw enough attention. The Barons, on the other hand, that was like AAA. They just moved up one level, and it was,
I'll say this: if Oklahoma City does manage to build this stadium, it's going to put us on the map. That's for sure.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, we'll
mean-
be able to host the men's and women's team now.
Yeah, everything.
US
Anything
Open Cup playoff games.
we could there would you could also do international friendlies there if you wanted to.
You'd have a cool Guar concert.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
could have
you
a
could.
cool Guar concert. Yes.
So I mean,
Oh,
I
I'd totally be down for a Guar concert. But okay, we're getting off the subject. The thing is, though, okay. Let's continue.
Now, as I just said, unification of this community is the reason we started the OKC Energy FC in the first place. This organization is so much more than just a soccer team. And our commitment, me and Tim and Donna's and our constituency's commitment to the community runs really deep. That's why the Energy Assist Foundation, at the Energy Assist Foundation, we host clinics, free clinics and camps, and are doing things to provide more access to youth to play the sport of soccer through building futsal courts in many neighborhoods around the metro.
Which is an awesome thing.
And I'm continually
Yeah, they already do the futsal, do the camps, and clinics, I guess, for health purposes.
Mm-hmm.
They check all the little ones for measles or something.
Yeah. That's not what happens at all. It's a soccer clinic, for the
Oh,
love
okay.
of God.
Inspired and energized by the meteoric increase during the time since OKC meteoric increase we've observed in youth soccer programming.
Got a little choked up from the dro he
Since
had
we began
before
the
all
team,
this.
We partner
Cotton
with the
mouth,
police
gotta
at
hydrate.
many of these programs, and we're committed to all of the youth to our city to provide them the life benefits that playing the sport of soccer gives. One of the individuals on the forefront of this effort is my partner, Tim McLaughlin. And you'll hear from Tim during the 3
Somebody should have went,
section.
woo!
I'm continually floored by the organization that he founded and directs, Fields and Futures. They've built more than 22 fields to date, and most recently have plans to support the pathway to greatness. Our club and city are currently facing a very challenging reality.
Bob, you should not have eaten all those edibles before
The
this.
OKC
Yeah, I know. It's like that's our joke about him, and watching them and hearing him stumble over all these words. It's just like I keep thinking, man, he's stoned as shit right now.
He's over there just like hitting that 3-foot gravity bong, man. But okay, are we back? All right, and this is what we're watching right now. This is what's on the. We're not gonna have something stupid down there again, are we?
Energy
Okay.
are the only
This is Frisco.
professional
But
soccer
well,
team
yeah,
in
but this
North
is just an
America
example.
See, look at
currently
him.
plays
Now,
the
what I
highest
like about Bob, let's stop it real quick. Just pause. And let's take a look at Bob Funk and his attire. All right, did a great job, in
Yeah,
my
he did.
opinion. He knocked it right out of the park. Just a simple green tie, which not a big deal. Green tie is not garish, and he's got looks like a gray suit. Yeah, right
He
there.
looks so high.
Oh
He
man,
look-
it's like, well, I'm here to talk to the city council about all this stuff, and
No, he's
yeah,
thinking.
can we take a break for like some lunch or something?
It's like that White Widow's kicking his ass right now. It's like I can just see him
He
sitting there
ate
with
too
like,
many edibles.
Yeah, I can just see him sitting there with a bag of gummy bears, just eating one after another.
North America. that
You think he could
plays
sue us for
the
libel
highest
for
level.
this?
We're actually playing on a surface that is not approved or sanctioned by the United States Soccer Federation.
Yeah, see, Cottonmouth.
Oklahoma City is the 12th largest city in the country. We're the only city among the nation's top 50 largest that does not have a multi-purpose outdoor stadium. This means that Oklahoma City is missing opportunities, setting soccer aside, that many of our counterparts enjoy. You may have seen venues built like this in competing cities like Kansas City, Dallas, San Antonio, Frisco, Texas, and Louisville. In recent conversations with the city manager,
He said
of Frisco,
Dallas and
our ownership
Frisco.
group
That's the
learned
same
that
team.
venue
That counts as like
constructed in
one.
2004 maintains a heavily
I heard
programmed-
that too.
Is Bob
He f-
Funk
he
trying
f-
to be all slippery and stuff? to the
Yeah,
people
I
that don't
think
know
maybe
soccer?
that's what's going on. He's like Dallas and Frisco. It's like that's the same team,
Same
dude.
team. It's
Wait,
Dallas
can we
plays in
look? Can
Frisco.
we go back just a hair, just to hear that again? Yeah, like on the 32. Yeah. All right. Now.
With the city manager of Frisco, our ownership group learned that the venue constructed in 2004 maintains a heavily programmed and significant calendar of events. Alongside hosting FC Dallas in 2018,
Oh,
the venue
okay.
offered residents NCAA football, high school soccer, sold-out concerts, women's professional soccer, and many other diverse types of events. I've witnessed these success stories firsthand, and many of you have. And I've long believed that Oklahoma City could compete and in many cases surpass the level of connection and community
Wait,
and
wait, hold up. No, stop. All right, wait. Okay, we hear him with the spiel,
Yeah.
but let's see the real meat and potatoes of this thing, the stadium proposal. And that'll be, okay, keep going. You gotta go past, yeah, right. Yeah, you see where he's talking about the stadium.
Turning our foreman because they knew our field didn't conform to USSF standards. So back in
Bob.
February, we originally proposed
Bob, you gotta take it easy on those edibles before you do important shit, man. It's not always good to get really high before you go in to do important things.
You're like, but it calms me down, man.
Well, just
Come
then
on, bro.
get a little high then, man.
Yeah, you know, I bet if he just like rocked a
Mediate
bowl
this
of
shit.
like Reggie or something, he'd be all right. See, he's doing that heavy indica at like noon, and it's
Yeah,
like,
dude. No, dude.
he's like,
you gotta,
chill out a little bit.
you gotta be careful with all that cookies and cream. That's a nice strain, I will admit.
The $77 million project.
Here we go. Boom.
The renderings you're looking at have been specifically
right
developed in response to feedback.
Dude,
and
I'll
direction
take
we
the other
received
one.
from the city of Oklahoma City. Between then and now, the city has encouraged us.
They're probably
going
gonna go with the 37 to 42 million one
with
though.
cost reduction in mind.
Probably.
Mayor Holt has requested today that I present two options for accomplishing this project. And we understand that capital resources are finite and extremely precious with all the projects that are on the table. And you face difficult days ahead with your decisions. Now let's talk about option one. With these considerations in mind, I'm showing you a rendering for the $37 to $42 million project. At this level of investment, the city would still be well positioned to host many of the events I just referenced. The 8,000-seat stadium would feature a regulation-sized playing surface and would accommodate football, rugby, lacrosse, and soccer. The venue will include...
Okay, outside of college and high school, I don't see any lacrosse or rugby. Really.
There's a lacrosse team here in Oklahoma City though.
What it would be like a semi-pro or a college high school or what is it?
No, I think it's semi-pro, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that.
Okay, and we probably do. I know we have Aussie rules football
But I
for
know
some
we-
reason. So
I know we have I know there's a lacrosse team. That's it. That's what I was trying to say. There's a lacrosse team here, but they're blowing this up a little. Can we go back to where it just shows the soccer field? That's what I want to see. Yeah, you don't have to go very far. You just gotta
yeah, like forward or backwards.
backwards, just barely backwards. Just go back like maybe
No, damn it.
not quite that much. This is that guy seems skeezy.
It looks like it.
Okay, what? Anyways, no, keep going forward. Forward.
Yeah, it's forward.
Okay,
That
there. What?
you want to see the second one?
No, where was the first one? There. Okay, hit it. No. There. Let's. Is that the second one or is
That's the first one. That's where we're
first
at.
one? Boom.
surface and would accommodate football,
All right,
rugby,
stop. Now look at that beauty.
Oh, yeah, that would suffice. I like the other one better, of course. It's more expensive, so it's more to dos. But I mean, yeah, this is more than acceptable. Now it says, what is that seat count? This isn't very clear.
8,000. I remember most of the things. It's regulation sized playing surface. Would accommodate south through professional soccer or sports. Would accommodate sports through professional soccer, rugby, and lacrosse.
Yeah, this is really blurry.
Then you would
for some reason.
accommodate audiences for sports and festivals. What festivals would they hold here, though? I mean,
They
there
could
could
do
be
the
lots of festivals.
They could do the
hold here.
Mayhem Fest there. They could do Rocklahoma, or no, I guess they do it at that other place. What am I thinking? Cat Fest or whatever. They could do
If
that
they
there.
did build this, maybe they could finally tear down the zoo amp, and then they could put in more stuff at the zoo.
Yeah, like bring back the hyenas. I think last time I went, they got rid of the hyenas. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I didn't see them. I was disappointed. They still have the wild dogs, the African wild dogs, but no hyenas.
Aquariums are just big houses for fish.
Yeah.
But all right, well, anyways, we're looking. There's 66 events. You're looking at like 500,000 attendance a year, and that's probably pretty conservative projections, I would say. And it's like an $80 million annual economic impact. So, I mean, and that's just, that's spread throughout the entire Oklahoma City. I mean, that's not just in, one area where, like, the city gets all of that money. We'll pay it off in no time. But, it's economic impact is all of the, it goes into all of the advertising, all of the,
Fireworks. Lots of
well, I mean, every
fireworks
time that there's a
exploding.
game, you'll have to have accommodations, so people will go to hotels. You'll have lots of things. And think about it, if there is like an international friendly here, then I mean it would sell out. You would have a lot of people coming from those countries. But say, like, for instance, if they got like a team from South America up here to play, like some badass team from South America up here to play some League 2 European
Brazil
team.
against U.S. An exhibition or something.
Well, I'm talking about like Brazil versus Europe. Do that here, and
Oh, yeah, they could.
or maybe one of the Argentinian teams.
Actually, you know what? If they do this,
But Brazil would be.
do you think it would be in time for the joint World Cup?
What? Oh, yeah.
That's-
No, what they're talking about for that is
Well, that wouldn't have
They-
the attendance, so
no, 35,000's the minimum they want.
yeah.
But and it's only football stadiums that are more than that here.
Let's see the other one.
lacrosse,
Okay.
and soccer. The venue will include a
Check it out, it's a
non-stage
Guar
for
concert,
the
yo.
world.
There's
This
about to be a
is
bunch of
metal
explosions
talent.
behind
Venue
there.
at this level of investment
Streams and
would
blood.
be able to generate
Yeah.
roughly 66 events throughout the year and would create nearly 70 million in economic activity.
For Bob Funk, there's a
There it is.
oh
But when
yeah.
we increase the
Now look
project
at this.
budget,
Look at all
Oh.
that shade. Oh, that'd be so nice.
It'd be the perfect place.
Where is it? Where it's
Well, wait,
That's
no,
one of
no,
the
you
most
have to keep playing.
exciting
Right.
things happen.
Or are they
The
gonna
most
show-
exciting possibilities. When we increase it to 67 to 72 million, which is what you're seeing now, really, I think where's the excitement comes
I
in.
see a
Increase
great
the budget,
amount of cost
increase the seating count,
overruns.
Sporting events to 10,000 seats and provide features like shade structures and premium amenities for the fan base. It would also include the necessary public amenities to accommodate up to 18,000 in total attendance for a large concert, as well as a large stage, which would unlock our ability to attract top-tier national talent. We'd also have a secondary stage that would accommodate an 8,000 seat concert environment, creating a smaller,
something.
probably more intimate setting for
All these
types of shows.
thingamabobs that they're gonna have here. I don't know, man.
Undoubtedly,
I just want to see
this
people
version
play
better
soccer.
prepare-
It's like, remember that 70s show where his parents are yelling at him when he was really high and the wall behind him is just moving everywhere? You think that's happening to Bob right there? He's just like,
Hey.
the stadium's gonna be cool. There's gonna be all kinds of food and stuff.
Go in there. I'm gonna have my little suite. I'm gonna have my place for my humidor for my cigars. I'm gonna bust those things out and tear my ass up a few blunts before I watch the soccer game.
You know, Mayor
And he
Holtz.
doesn't actually watch the soccer game. He just goes over there and plays with whipped cream for an hour. Yeah.
You know, Mayor Holt's sitting up there like, God damn it, Funk, I told you. Just for a few
one-
hours of
yeah,
the day.
dude, it's like I got 5 rolled up for afterwards. Why the hell do you need to get high before? But, I mean, this, yeah. This is
right
the
here-
much more attractive option.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more expensive, though. We can do without the air-conditioned suites, because we're not going to...
But, well, yeah, we're never going to use those unless we just, get filthy stinking rich. Larger stage. Let's see here. We got...
They could
what's-
do, like, Ozfest here. That would be sweet.
That
I'd
would
go.
be awesome. But what else do they got? There's a more intimate stage. There's a secondary. That was what he was just talking about. Okay. And then, for large concert events, and then, there could be 81 events a year, but this would because this is an outdoor, basically just an outdoor stadium amphitheater. But look, if this was, okay, we're not there yet. Hang on, keep going.
Prepares Oklahoma City for our future. These added amenities will also serve to attract the interest of national touring events and entertainment companies, one of which has communicated interest to the project to my team,
Like Prestige Worldwide.
as well as Mayor Holt. During our conversations, it became clear to us that they are looking to partner with a facility just like this, and will do so in either Oklahoma City or Tulsa. Now, I know many national tours pass through here on time to time, traveling from Dallas to Kansas City. And I want to make sure Oklahoma City captures that. I don't want Tulsa getting that. I want Oklahoma City getting that.
Yeah.
Then they need to allow concerts downtown to run later and not fine the musicians for cussing. You need to make it more friendly for the actual talent who wants to come here and perform. That's why a lot of people avoid the city. I'm going to be fined $1,000 every time I swear, like at the Zoo Amp. That's bullshit.
Yeah, that doesn't need to happen. But I think those silly regulations are about to go down the tubes. Oklahoma City's changing, like, demographically very quickly. I mean, there's been a big swing in the last 10 years in Oklahoma City as far as there's a lot of younger people, a lot more Hispanic people, and you're having a lot more progressive types in Oklahoma City, and that's pretty indicative of a growing city, a larger city.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it's just it's Oklahoma's going to be a blue state in the next election or anything, but it's not as much of a red state as it was.
Yeah, you go outside of the greater Oklahoma City and Tulsa areas, and it gets pretty red pretty quick.
Yeah, especially where we're at.
But did you look? I told you about the 788, the voting results. Of course, it passed. But yeah, when you look at Oklahoma City, it's just all green. It's like that whole area voted yes, we want medicinal marijuana. So I mean, that was also kind of an indicator too.
Yeah,
Tulsa as well. And then you went out to outside of those areas, and it was all red. It was like, no, we don't want that.
That's pretty funny.
Our people, our citizens, I believe, deserve that. A venue at this
See,
level.
this doesn't look like a cool. Based on the lighting, this is like a pop concert.
Well, okay, all right, you're right. This isn't something you and I would be caught dead at. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe it would be something cool where we would get drugged to, and it's like, hey, this is all right. There's like $3 beer here.
Let's just get really drunk and mock them.
Yeah.
What if Rammstein came here? That'd be cool.
Oh, dear fucking God.
Or Manson or any of that. That'd be awesome.
Oh, I'd love to see Manson come back to Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Man, that would be, it's like I was here upon your arrival and your departure, and now I'm here upon your return. But, yeah, dude, it was, there was tons and tons of people that came to that fucking concert back in the day. Glad I snuck out of the house for that. Almost got caught.
Manson concerts.
Well, wait, hold on a second. Where were we at? Okay, we were talking about like the concert we're looking at in this concept drawing, which I'm sure they just wanted to have like a generic looking concert there. Dude, I mean, if it was us, we would draw a Gwar concert, but
this is like Justin Bieber or something, or like a pop star. Name a current pop star.
Can you? Besides Justin Bieber, and he's kind of hit the skids.
No, I really kind of can't. Like I know I can if I tried.
Okay.
Who's like that one lady that was on Saturday Night Live and did that Lonely Island skit with him?
Rihanna?
Fuck it. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Rihanna.
You think this looks like a Rihanna concert? It could be.
I don't know. Is that pop? Does that count?
Yeah, that counts.
Okay. It's a Rihanna concert. Who's Rihanna?
She's a Barbadian singer. And I think she's very talented. She has an excellent voice.
I just remember from the Saturday Night Live skit. That's it.
I mean, yeah, some of the music she listens to, or some of the music she produces, maybe not be entirely my cup of tea, but I can at least admire her as an artist. I mean,
is Britney Spears still a thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
but
that could be a Britney Spears
she's
concert.
not like, I wouldn't say like A-Flight. But yeah, she's still a thing.
Okay.
So, okay, that's a Britney Spears concert. So we've established what this imaginary concert is. Why have we done this? Anyways, no, but I mean, okay, yeah, if it was us making the artist rendering, we would have like that, but it would be like a Gwar concert and everything would be red and there would be explosions and they would, have like...
It'd be like Ozzy falling off the
ghost
stage.
of Dave Brockie over there with the fucking blood cannon. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
I want to go to all those concerts.
I mean, and that's the kind of concert I'd love to get. You know, or Rammstein, as they have the penis cannon that has the fake semen blasted out all over the crowd or upon one of the band members, or perhaps Marilyn Manson, where he is able to lean down and fillet himself upon the stage, or put puppies into the crowd and let people tear them up. Or he throws a bunch of drugs into the crowd and they get an incredible high. I'm only mentioning this because that was all the stuff that like all the Christian flyers had to say about it. You know, I was at that fucking concert and I didn't see shit like that.
Well, I mean, I don't know about the puppies, but the drugs part would be pretty cool.
No, there was no. He's never done that. That was some shit they made up. But it was like, what was it?
See, I didn't go to that one. I went to the Manson concert at
No,
Mayhem Fest like
this
a
was the one
decade
in-
later.
This is the one they
15
tried to
years
stop in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, you went to like the first appearance, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was 1996, and I refused to sign a petition from a couple of people at my school that were trying to sign a petition to make to stop Marilyn Manson from coming to Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
And I refused to sign it on the fact that it's like, look, this guy can come and do this here, but then just let him go. Just ignore him. He wants your attention.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, but he's a Satanist. And he's trying to. I'm like, no, whatever. But I'm not signing your petition because I think it's anti-First Amendment, or I gave off on some civil liberties speech or whatever, and walked off. Went to the concert like 5 nights later, and had a blast. Went back home and walked back, and my dad almost thought I was. My dad came into my room right as I closed the window.
Oh, lucky.
Yeah, dude. Right as I closed the window, that my idea, and he was like, "What are you doing up? Go to bed, damn it! It's way too late for you to be awake." And just turns off the lights, closes the door, and I'm like, "Oh shit!"
You still see, they don't do petitions anymore, but you still see dumb shit with Manson like that. Like, what was the album he came out with? It was Say 10, as in say the number 10.
Yeah.
And you actually had YouTube videos of like teenage, Bible camp kids basically sitting there thinking they need to explain to people that it really means Satan. It's like, no shit.
It's God, but I remember that concert. I had a fucking blast, and I mean, I was.
Was it incredibly hot like the one I went to?
Oh hell yeah! Well, not really, but at the same time, it was.
I think it was July when I saw him.
Well, this was in the Myriad, now the Cox Convention Center. And that was where I saw I went in and I saw over there where there was a bunch of Christian protesters, because you walk in, they were set up right as you walk into the Myriad.
Yeah.
And there was one of them laying down on the ground, and I guess he had been hit in the head with a bottle because he claimed someone threw him because someone threw a bottle from the crowd. Turns out it was actually they hit him in the head with a bottle, and then he laid down on the ground and made up the story that somebody had done that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because everybody was just going like, fuck you to him as they were going by. It's like this concert's gonna roll. You should come inside. So that was my big memory from that. But this concert, on the other hand, obviously is not a Marilyn Manson concert. I see no bleeding angels.
No, neither do I.
But nonetheless, all right, let's get off this tangent and keep. No, just go forward. Just hit.
We'll be able to increase the number of events from 66 to 81 annually,
All right.
and we'll create $80 million in economic activity. Additionally, having the ability to attract more events with higher attendance will increase the demand
God, that shaded area though, it gets hot.
Mm-hmm.
Here. I love that.
for development around the facility.
It would be
maximizing
welcome in
private
Oklahoma,
investment,
that's for
and
sure.
creating
Yeah.
a more significant live, work, and play community. The next slide you're going to see is a line item.
He keeps spacing out. Like he'll wrap something up and then
It's like, and not immediately hop to chop
Yeah.
chop.
it's
Mhm.
like, what was the next part?
Yeah.
Of
I can't read any of this
budget.
shit.
Like I
No,
said,
neither can I. It's like what was it, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, where when he was like, "We need a room. My name is." He's got to stop and look at the card.
Yeah,
It's
Raul
like,
Duke.
Raul Duke.
On the list. Freelance.
a whole lot of time here. We developed.
I can't. Yeah, I can't read
I
any
can't
of that.
read
It's
any of
blurry
this
for
shit.
some reason. I don't know why it's blurry.
All right, so
'Cause
move
it's-
forward. See if there's anything.
Yeah, I want to see
There we
this.
Wait a minute. Something's wrong there.
There we go.
That, I think, isn't this what they were talking about? Like, this is the...
Step to a later stage. This is because option 1 and 2 can both be, I guess, expanded upon.
Yeah.
So,
this would be step to a larger stage.
yeah, basically, I'm looking
Oh,
for...
wait a minute. It has... Yeah, they got... it's the first... Okay, never mind. I'm just looking at the shit on... I thought they were talking about, like, how many tiers there was going to be.
Well, I wonder at the expansion, what would the attendance be? All the other times I hear proposed numbers, it's 10,000 to 20,000. So I would guess this would be the expansion to 20,000.
I think this is the 20,000 seat stadium.
I
You
think,
know what I like about these drawings, though, is
Huh.
that they left the south side of it completely open, right? What's the wind in? There's nothing blocking the wind, and it kind of turns it into a little bit of a cauldron.
Yeah.
And they could, as I said, they could, because what they mean, if they get a 20,000 seat and this is it right here, the only thing they'd have to do is close the south end. And that would
Yeah.
make it like a 30,000 seat stadium. Probably get quite a few people.
Yeah. I said before the whole, little brother complex. Look how popular basketball was before the Thunder and all that. And
Yeah.
I think the energy in soccer would be maybe not exactly the same, but it would be similar in the sense that if you build it, they will come. It will help, in the eyes of many Oklahomans, legitimize the state.
You know what they...
Little brothers growing up.
You know what they... Okay, at the University of Oklahoma, as in the tunnel that you run out of when you, from the locker room onto the field. Okay, there's a sign that's been up there since the Bud Wilkinson era, and it says "Play like a champion." And before every OU Sooner football player goes out, they tap the sign.
Yeah.
For good luck. Well, I figured we could do the same thing in the no. Okay, whatever. Anyways, no, it. I figured we could do the same exact thing with the tunnel as it's going out on the deal, but it'll say, "How green was my valley," or put it in there like right as you're going back in, like because there's just going to be one tunnel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for soccer. So I mean, you would just have that one tunnel, and then make it green with green brick all over.
Everyone would imagine it being like PVC pipe, it being Oklahoma, though.
What?
I don't know.
You mean the inside of the tunnel would be PVC pipe?
No, the tunnel would be one big giant piece of PVC pipe sticking out. Everyone would look at that and go, "Oh, that's real oaky."
That would be terrible.
And just we'll paint it green. But you can tell we didn't get all the
You
coats
could
done.
do that.
Giant PVC pipe
Yeah.
tunnel. Yeah, you could.
You would just need to you could actually do that pretty easily. Now that I think about it, oh, this is shitty. But no, I like it because that's what they're gonna do, though. Yeah, it's like, "How green was my valley?" and it'll be called the Green Valley.
It says. It's that thing again.
All right. Well, no, here, let it play.
Fiscally responsible, but it's also future focused on behalf of the city leadership, and they're to be applauded, I think, for that leadership. It's a model that Oklahoma City now has the opportunity to emulate by anticipating and planning for the demands of both your current constituency and the demands of your constituency 25 years from now. I've already mentioned the intentionality with which our organization
In
pursued a
summary.
USL team for Oklahoma City, and our belief that the team has the power to be the unifying and far-reaching
he's got the
force
joint
of
hand.
connection
He's got the
with
roach.
within Oklahoma City. I believe the
He's got the little
multi-purpose
smoker
outreach
Yeah, he's
stain
got
on his
that little
fingers.
roach right there.
is a
Yep,
physical
that's how he holds it.
manifestation of that unity and
That's
connection.
how he holds his pick and his roach
Yep.
when he's jamming on the porch.
You know, I'm so proud to see our fans embracing these athletes too. They represent us and Oklahoma City on a national stage. But far more importantly, I'm honored for the platform the team has created to serve and provide the attention and resources to the segments of our community that are underserved and most in need. I love the programs. I love the programs that we participate in with Special Olympics, with Police Athletic League, the community give back that our athletes on their own participate in.
That's right, Bob.
We get to provide, to Mr. Brewster's comments, we get to provide hope
What?
to kids in sometimes desperate circumstances. They get to learn work ethic, teamwork. They have mentorship.
And he starts crying.
That's why you're not supposed to eat that many edibles, buddy. Damn.
They get to learn compassion for one another. You know, the lessons that they can
He was
learn
probably the
through
most
sport.
nervous dude in all of Oklahoma City that day.
Probably.
Look at him.
I keep expecting the next sentence to be, "Oh, dude, it'd be so cool."
Yeah.
Sport, not just soccer, but all sports, is probably the thing I'm most
Man, we
proud
could go out
about
there and we
this
could like
organization
smoke and
what
stuff.
we get to do on a daily basis. And I believe that this venue shows them the path of what can be. And, you know, I think there's an important place for that. It's not just about being
And, you know,
Did he just space out and like stare up to the sky for a minute, like
and, you know,
and then just picked up where he left?
how many times do you think he practiced that in front of the mirror last night? All right.
No, I can just see him getting out of the limo with like a big ass fucking bong, just be like, "All right, I'm going in." Drip some Visine and just walk straight in.
Yeah,
Hey guys.
as soon as he opens that limo door, just fucking smoke just barrels out the bastard. It's like, hey, what's up, y'all? They gotta have separate ventilation systems for him and the driver.
It would just be unsafe.
Yeah.
about participating in sports at the highest level that you can. I knew I wasn't going to be a professional athlete, but I love basketball, and I knew it could pay for my college education. And so I think there's a place for every.
Hey, wait.
He played college basketball. Look that up real quick.
Yeah.
Bob Funk played college basketball.
Oh, let's find out here. Wait, I think maybe he played at OBU.
Really?
Bob Funk
Jur.
Dory Funk Grand
Funk Railroad. Whatever. I know. Oh, maybe. Oh, click on OKC Energy, and if his name's not, you know,
There it is. I just don't think he has a page yet.
I
He
thought
should have
he
a
did.
He should have a page though. Let's close this out.
Well,
I'm glad someone fixed the uniforms.
on the Wikipedia page,
Yeah.
it looks better now.
It looks way better. I don't know what we're gonna do with that shit though. Man, they.
Okay, well, I guess Bob Funk. He doesn't have a Wikipedia page, but he just kind of said he used to play college basketball. I didn't know that. Yeah, it probably was lower
Well,
level.
wait,
I'm
hold up.
sure,
Let's do a Google search.
Well, I'm not sure,
instead
but
of just doing it on Wikipedia here. Hang on. Bob Funk Jr. College? Maybe he played for like UCO or something.
where's he from? Isn't he from here?
Bob Funk. I don't think he's from Shawnee.
Well, not Shawnee, but Oklahoma. No, I think I looked at that. I don't think that had his bio or anything. Do Bob Funk Jr. bio.
Alright, let's do that real quick then. Biography. Robert A. Funk. Oh,
His
wait.
dad has a Yep.
His dad's the guy that owns Express, or was a board member of Express Employment Professionals. That's them. Bob Funk Jr. Oh, hey, here we go. I think this might be it.
Like a piece on him.
Has made his own name. Yeah, see, look at him. He's fucking high as shit.
He's like, man.
It's something I've encountered. But see, this was him whenever he was just smoking on like a lot of that Mexican dirt weed, and that's him on the fucking edibles. Hang on here, Bob.
Oh, it'd be before that. Yeah, it'd be up at the top.
The one that killed the Blazers to bring an American Hockey League franchise to Oklahoma City. He's the son of Bob Funk Sr., though. I'm looking around here.
What if he's just making it up? He's just like,
Wait,
yeah,
hold on, background. He played basketball for OBU.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
He's a Shawnee boy.
he graduated from Piedmont High
Yeah.
and
okay.
Oklahoma OBU. Yeah, he played.
I played basketball like the way I should play hockey. I was a little too rough on the inside.
Okay.
Well, when did he do that?
He
Wait,
lives
hold
in
up.
Reno, Nevada.
Wait, Bob Funk Jr.'s
Hopes to move back to
age is 34? Bob Funk's only 44 years old?
When was this written?
There's no fucking way in hell. 34? There's no fucking way, because I look better than that at 34. He can't be that fun.
When was this written?
It says 2009. But I'm like, dude, what? You're 44 years old?
Huh. In his early days, man, he was probably hitting up hard drugs.
Oh, and that's why he's such a big pothead. That explains that.
Yeah.
You know, I think if they build the stadium, it should be called the Funk Family Stadium.
That's not bad. I
Yeah.
still want brick and green neon lights everywhere.
Brick?
Yeah.
As in, like, what do you mean? What kind
The
of brick?
building material.
You want brick as the building material?
Yeah, like Taft Stadium to kind of keep the Bricktown style going.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah.
To expand it south. But just put those strip neon green lights all over the damn place, too. Neon green lights
That's
everywhere.
Google. Hang on here. Wait.
In every community for sport, and I think this is the culmination of that mentality and that perspective. So we who participated in developing this proposal believe it is time to embrace the opportunity we have to further unify and connect this community by moving forward with the development of a multi-purpose outdoor stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a place to bring us together. Thank you for your time. Supporters, thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Pause it. Let me show you something in that case. I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you said this. I'm glad that you have said all of this.
I don't remember what I said.
About everything being brick.
Oh, yeah. Because it would match the theme.
Well,
it would make Bricktown bigger.
Well, Bricktown, yeah,
And
you're
then
right.
And then we can get
Because
giant.
it's just to the south.
We can get giant billboards made of Brick the person, and it'll just say, "Welcome to Bricktown." It'll just be like,
Just a picture of brick.
yeah.
All right. Well, you're right. Being where they want to put it, or as far as where the skeezy guy was saying that they need to make sure it's like, oh, that would be the best location, and he's right. I mean, somewhat, but anyways, there's what I'm talking about though. Let's go down to Norman. I want to show you something. Is that it? Yeah. There we go. This is Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium.
Hold on, let me go ahead and try to pull it up on here. What do you want? This?
Yeah, I'm on Google Maps. Just go to satellite.
Satellite. I don't know what that is.
No, it's dude, right down. Kaboom.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right, what are we looking at? We're looking
All right,
at.
you want to go down to Norman?
Too
Down
fast.
to yeah, you see.
Okay. That and right there. Let's go ahead and bring this up.
Well, take a look at the outside of the field if you can.
Gotta make that bigger for a minute. Where are you looking?
But what I really wanted to show you, see that?
Oh yeah, the brick
Yeah, that right there.
along the walls.
That needs to be everywhere where there's not those little advertising crawls. And that'll be the style of the break too.
What happened?
This is a Twister Relief concert that happened at OU's Memorial Stadium.
How do I go back? I don't usually use this damn thing. All right, but there's brick lining.
Yeah. But I would rather have it, just down here or whatever. God, the history that this field's seen.
All right, let's go ahead and put it up here where they're actually planning on building this.
Mm.
Hopefully. Where the hell am I? Oh. Right. Where is it? Where's the seed co-op?
Right over here.
This?
No, to the north of it.
This right here. All right. Yeah, this is Bricktown right here, and this is where they're looking at putting it, right in here. Near Summit Gyms, OKC. They want to expand the canal, wasn't it? The water taxi somehow.
Yeah, I mean, that would be something you could do.
That's a good location for the energy. You got the ballpark here. You got the Chesapeake Energy, whatnot. I still always want to call it the Ford Center.
Well, it would be cool, like, during the season sometime. If, and especially, well, no, that would create a lot of traffic problems. I was just thinking about that. Because you would have the soccer stadium down there, and if you had a basketball game at the same exact time, oh, shit.
Wait, where the hell's Taft?
Taft is up here. Somewhere. Oh, there. It's to the northwest of downtown. Zoom in. Right over there off 23rd.
I don't see 23rd.
23rd Street. There's Taft Stadium. But that's nothing in comparison. I mean, look at that.
No,
Taft
this is an
Stadium
awesome
is sad.
stadium.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's great for football or track.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would be. I mean, if there was a way to tear out the track, which they're not going to do,
I don't want them to do that.
because they're going to have to build another track somewhere else or discontinue track for certain schools. So we can't do that.
I don't want to do that. Want the
I
track
wish
to
there
stay.
was a way to expand Taft and make it, the stadium. Like, if there was a way to get rid of the track, get rid of some of these end buildings and expand the seating here, and then go ahead and just bulldoze all these houses right there, and that'll be additional parking.
Yeah. You can leave the middle school, but see, that's another thing though, is the middle school. Oh well, I mean, because you got the elementary school down the way,
Yeah.
Northwest Classen.
So we go from there to and there's Fuzzy's Taco Shop.
Yes, indeed.
Hawkins Theater. Yeah, that's downtown. That's Bricktown.
That would be Bricktown. Well, it would mean that, okay, especially because I don't know what the fuck this is. Hang on.
Do what now?
This thing. I've never, like right
Oh.
here, and this is where because see, the stadium would just be like right over here, And what you would do is it's either you could have like a pedestrian walkway here or something to where people could get down over this side and it wouldn't be so divided, or just, you know, I mean, I'm not sure what you would want to do.
You're
I would
talking
leave Harkins Theaters open.
You're
though.
talking about in here.
Yeah, where you would have to have
a
some
pedestrian walkway.
Yeah,
crossing.
it would be wise to have something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be perfect. You know, because imagine if they were MLS. Well, hell, there's our NBA team right there. And if only there was a way. Not that I'm a big proponent of bringing MLB here, but if there was a way to expand this and bring a MLB team, which I don't.
Dude,
really
you would have
think.
to tear down like 3 or 4 historic buildings. You can't.
Yeah, no, there's no space. There's no real way. As beautiful as a ballpark as that is, it's just not possible. And plus, they're called the Dodgers, so they suck now. But yeah, we would have our MLS team right here, our NBA team right here.
Never understood that.
And then if they build that convention center, well, hell, we could still have Chesapeake Energy Arena and go ahead and get an NHL team too.
And it's right next to the future Scissortail Park and the convention center.
Yeah, they're doing one of those amphitheater things right here.
Yeah, it's like a
whatever.
it's like a great lawn or something like that.
Yeah.
It could be used for small concerts and stuff.
Yeah, like Day on the Green in California.
Yeah. I guess this is where the new stadium's going to be, and if they point it like running where the field is cockeyed from southwest to northeast,
like this.
you could allow a lot of you could allow not only it's like the evening time sunshine to hit the field, especially if you've got the covers on it, it'll hit it in weird ways. But the wind usually comes out of the southwest. And you know how damn windy it is here.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, if we could just line it up perfectly where the shadows will fuck with people, or or the wind will fuck with somebody, because if you leave that south end or that south end open like that, especially where, you know, it'll hit, you could see a lot of, because from the south end, especially because I'm sure we'll stay on the north end as far as all the supporters, but you could see the Scissortail Bridge from there.
You can? Oh, okay.
You should be able to, because it's tall enough.
The hell is that? No, it's somewhere. Yeah, well, the thing is, if you had it going like this, like on the top, you could put, like, you know, those water cannons they put on ships, but have it coin operated. So, you know, you could do that and then blast a Tulsa player or something.
That would be awesome. You just got to pay a down premium. So, but I don't know, man. I mean, it would be an awesome thing.
They need a tower right here.
No, not there.
No, I mean like a keep or something, like an old medieval tower.
They should.
So you could throw things.
No,
into
they should
traffic.
put an obelisk here instead.
That'd work too.
But let's see here. No, the tower should be right here, where the Cost Convention Center, because they're gonna have to end up tearing that thing down. That's where the tower should be, because it'll be right next to the train station. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that's good. Anyways, were we gonna check any more of that out?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Nah.
What the fuck are they doing over here? Okay, enough of that. I'm gonna sit there and fuck with that all night.
All right. Let's see here. All right, this happened this past Friday, and what a great game
It was incredible. Providence Park was completely...
You look at Ryan Sierakowski, Nathan Smith, the left back tonight for T2 has been an important part of what Portland has done.
I don't think it says it in this this highlight reel, but it was funny, and everyone pointed this out, how the commentator mentioned that the Energy, if they're down at the half, they've never come back to win before. He said that, at the beginning of the game.
That happened.
Our head referee is Eligio Aragon, and he gets us underway action. Gio Calixtro has the opener in the 4th minute.
Ball, it goes out wide. It's a nice first touch there.
Man, that was kind of depressing to watch.
Casual defending from OKC. It's just
Yeah, that
Did you
was
see
some-
the big log over
yeah,
there?
I was just, huh?
Did you see the big log over there? How they always cut
Oh
it?
yeah, I know what you mean. They
They're-
cut a cookie off of it.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, should we do this? No, let's save this for the main team.
Yeah. There's only so many trees.
Eventually settled by Oklahoma City. And more build-up here as this ball
And
finds this man in behind. And
Isley.
Oklahoma
Isley.
City has found an equalizer on the feet of Christian Isley.
It's a wonderful finish. Right through the legs of Ivacic.
They are tied for 10th in the league with 303 fouls conceded as this ball floated in, looking for Langsdorff. Settled by Ojeda off the head. Sierakowski shoots, and Portland
Then it was a little
is
bit
on
after
the
this that the
20th minute.
commentator, you know,
Ryan
mentioned that.
Sierakowski this season against Oklahoma City in the 4th time this year.
Sierakowski makes no doubt about it as he buries that.
Ugh.
It's a great opportunity, though, for this OKC Energy team.
There's Rafa who tried to fight the fucking coach.
Oh yeah, he tried to fight this. He tried to fight Portland's
Look
coach.
this one towards the penalty spot, and Oklahoma City has leveled in the 53rd.
Now, I mean, did you? I mean, obviously you noticed what a difference it made getting Gordo out there.
Yeah,
Like
the tempo changed.
instantly. Like yeah, suddenly we're going on the attack constantly. And, yeah,
It is Michael Williams.
Changes at halftime make for this OKC Energy
and then
team.
Williams, didn't he fuck up early in the game? Like he got a card or something.
Yeah, I think he
He-
fucked up a couple of times, and I called him a lout. And then is like not even 30 minutes after that, he scores this goal. And I was like, okay, well, looks like it's time for me to eat some crow.
As Williams just separates there from Kine.
Nice back heel by Watson to find Gordon. Gordon will look to use that pace.
See,
from
look
the
at him
near
go.
side.
Because he's fresh.
Pressured by Ojeda. Back to Gordon.
Yes.
From Brown. Cross in.
All right, babe.
Isley.
I'll be in
And
bed here in a little bit
Oklahoma
after I take
City has
Patrick
turned this
home.
thing on its head in the first 11 minutes of the second half.
I love you.
We're still in the box. Just a lovely finish there to the far post.
Isley with
Ball
his
bounces
second
up,
goal.
gets a piece of it. Nothing Ivacic can do. OKC.
Big bodies forward for Portland. Ojeda will shoot. Forces Lorendi into a save. Big clearance. It's Harris. Central Ibiaga through the legs of Isley. Cross the through for Ibiaga.
He just fell into that goal.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City.
Right there. You see he's just onside.
He's like breaks her out. Ah.
A few moments in this second half, though, was the difference. As they gave up
And
4
that's it.
goals. And Oklahoma City.
Brilliante.
And that was great because before the game we were in 11th place, just fell out of playoff contention, and then this. I mean, we've been having a rough time for a while, you know, for various reasons.
Yeah.
And this game was just like,
The kick in the pants we needed.
yeah, I'm hoping this is the turnaround. This is when they really, you know,
Yeah.
kick it up.
Because if they're going to do it, now is the time. If they're going to be playoff contenders, now is the time.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Ain't no telling.
I guess I should change to that. But yeah.
Yeah, Alexei Bossetti apparently has left us.
Yeah.
And this is the 3rd year in a row my favorite player has bounced, either after or during the season. I mean, I understand that happening, but geez. And we got a guy named Derek who, as a result of all the scoring heaped upon him, is probably going to end up like scoring a, you know, title-winning goal or something like that, you know. Anyways, standings.
Yeah, but we go from 11th and we jumped all the way up to 8th now, back into the playoff contention.
Well, we were trying to see if we were trying to see if United would win and they would jump up, and we would have stayed at 7th. But no. And Sacramento Republic actually won. If they had drawn and United won, then we would have stayed up in 7th. But alas, it would have been nice to have seen, some losses.
As far as the remainder of our schedule,
It's pretty tough.
yeah, it's kind of tough. We did good against Portland, though.
Oh,
We did
great.
good against Portland. I
We
was
got a little
kind of
bit
worried about that.
We got
one.
some retribution for them beating us at home. Because
Yeah.
remember, they came back at halftime.
Yeah.
Because they were 2-0 when we went to the break. Or went to the halftime break. And Energy up 2-0. And they came out and scored 3 goals in the next half.
Yeah, and that was bullshit.
And they beat us at home.
Next, we got Austin at home, which I have good feelings about this game.
I do too. I think it's going to be a better game for Oklahoma City. I think they're going to come in here riding a bit of an old crest. Bit of a high,
But T2 and Austin, both playoff competitors. Then after that, on the road, Salt Lake City, good team. Back at home. This is when we start, what is it? After Austin, all the home games are going to be Sundays at like 6:30 or something like that. And so, let's see, a home game against New Mexico, then on the road against San Antonio. That's an easy one. Sacramento, a little harder at home. On the road against LA, another good team. Orange County. Orange County's been struggling. They've been one of those teams
And then,
where...
yeah, there it is, October, where I'll probably be able to wear my old green hat again.
Oh, green hat.
The green beanie I have, the Incan style one.
Yeah. Yep.
That thing rocks.
Or Orange County. They so far seem to be one of those teams where flares of greatness, but it's like
they got the hell kicked out of them the other night.
yeah. Then at home at RGV, and this is going to be our last home game.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's against RGV because that's almost an assured win. So that's good.
Well, don't say that.
Yeah, I know. But at least it's against a crappy team, so hopefully it'll be like 6-0 or something.
Then they got to play up here in October, so let's see how they like it. I mean, watch, it'll be like nice and beautiful that day.
Then the last game of the season is going to be on the road against Phoenix. That's going to be oh man, if we win that one though, we always have a tough time against Phoenix. They're usually a good team though.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think we've drawn them before. I think we may have beaten them a couple of years ago, maybe. But yeah, we usually don't have an easy time with them.
No,
so out of all
that being the last game of the season, I'd be really worried to see exactly where. Because think about it, it might be that it might come as, we play Phoenix the last game of the season, and that we just eke into a playoff spot, and guess what? Next week we play Phoenix again. So. It could very well happen. I mean, I don't know. Oklahoma City could just tear ass through the rest of the schedule.
Yeah. So of the remaining, how many we got? 9 left. We only play like 2 easy teams.
Yeah.
And the rest of the teams are good teams in playoff contention. So we don't have an easy remaining schedule. So if we actually kick ass and win a lot of these games and get into the playoffs, then that's actually going to say something because we had a difficult end schedule right there. And then I always like looking at the bottom part of the table because it's just like, El Paso, San Antonio, Rio Grande Valley, Tulsa. It's like all the Texas teams in Tulsa are at the bottom. That's great.
Right. I'm kind of happy about that.
Yeah.
Kind of wish Tacoma would do better this season, but oh well.
Yeah. Tacoma's all right. I like their new logo, and it rains there a lot, so.
And
I bet they're pretty depressed.
I just want to see Phoenix have a bad season.
I would love to see that as well.
Oh man.
Looking at the East, I'm also happy to see Swope Park down here.
Down at the very bottom.
That sucks.
15 points.
Now that they're not in our conference, they suck.
I know, right? I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what happened there.
And they don't know what happened here. Let's see.
Hartford Athletic.
Hartford.
That's the Energy East.
Yeah, that's the Energy East. Jimmy took off with his staff, and everyone fucking followed.
Check it out. Rowdies aren't in first anymore, and they're just barely below Red Bulls.
Yeah, it's the Red Bulls too, which they're pretty consistently a decent team from year to year as well. And then let's see what else you got. What was it? What's funny, or what's kind of sad almost, is the worst teams in the league for attendance is Bethlehem Steel and Swope Park Rangers. They only get like 600 fans or something a game, and that's and that's
It's like, why even have a game?
well, that's what's kind of sad. Bethlehem, what is it? They're waiting for renovations to their stadium in Bethlehem to finish, because right now they're playing in Philadelphia, and of course, all the pricks in Philadelphia could care less about the steel.
Right.
And then Swope Park, they really need to go back to, what is it, Swope Soccer Village Park, whatever it's called.
I hope they fold.
I hope they go back to Swope Park.
I hope they fold.
And then go to USL 2.
Because isn't there 18 teams in the Eastern Conference this
Yeah,
year?
both.
Or both, okay. Well, I just hope they fold and then Omaha gets a team.
Yeah, the Bug Eaters or whatever they want to call it.
I don't know. That was what Nebraska was at first. Anyways, we should probably get out of here.
Yeah. Alright, there we go.
Let's see if we can't. Man, we scored some goals this
Right.
last game.
Energy.
Yeah. The logo is crushing me. Help. Help.
no.
Oh, God.
That was the wrong thing. Alright, now the logo's all huge. Alright, what else do we have? I think that was it.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Center. I think that's center. I don't know. I can't tell.
Well, me and the old cheese hat probably got to go hit the road.
Alright, well, let's see. Let's go ahead and get out of that. I guess we're done with that. Alright, well, I guess that was it. We still can't find those damn scissors, though. We don't know where they are.
And that has plagued us for well over an hour.
But tomorrow on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, of course, Austin Hate Week begins, and I think about Monday or Tuesday. It shouldn't be as late as Wednesday, but there's also going to be a Hate Week video as well. So
Cool.
So come on, join us on talking shit
Hell yeah.
and hating on Texas more.
Always.
We do that a lot. It's a lot of Texas and
Well,
Tulsa hate.
It's Oklahoma. What do you expect?
Yeah. All right.
Us to be
Anyway.
nice or some shit?
Yeah. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter. I don't care. Whatever. All right, then later.